fine Wednesday morning, and we're here at Radio...
One-eyed Jack, got an ace in the hole. Ain't got the odds, but he's in for the ride. He's a parachute jumper, just taking a fall. Sweet load of buzz, putting you on call. Tap dancer on a dangerous beat. Thrill seeker on a one-way street. And I'm in love with the devil, and I'm living on a hope, 'cause he's getting off at the end of a road. Daredevil, gonna make an angel out of you. Daredevil, gonna make an angel out of you. He's a daredevil, gonna make an angel out of you. Daredevil, gonna make an angel out of you. A rubber buster on a burned out steer, high in the saddle in the dance with fear. He's a tough rough rider, just trying to stay alive. He's driving blind, gonna take a dive. Walking the tightrope without any net, getting thrown through windows for another man's death. And I'm in love with the devil, and I'm living on a hope, 'cause he's getting off at the end of a road. Daredevil, gonna make an angel out of you. Daredevil, gonna make an angel out of you. He's a daredevil, gonna make an angel out of you. Daredevil, gonna make an angel out of you.
Glad you could make it.
Earl, can I see him?
Later, Blake. How long will it take you?
Quick as I get dressed.
All right, let's get going. Help him get dressed.
Let me give you a hand with that. Okay, thanks. Get his arms.
We're still waiting, gentlemen.
All cameras stand by.
Let's do it.
Good luck.
Hey. Good luck.
Class stop. Everybody off. Well, nothing ventured, nothing gained is what I always says.
Oh, this sure ain't no tunnel of love. I can tell you that right now. It's inhuman to put chains on pussycats.
Help! Popeye! That's Olive. Stop. That Jig is up.
Oh, Popeye!
What's up, you dukes, you sea-wolf?
Mickey, your sails need trimming.
Why, you little one-eyed runt.
Hey, put me down, you big worm snatcher.
Popeye, come back! Don't leave me, Popeye!
Dinner is served. Whoop. Hey, wait a minute. Oof.
Get rid of him.
Yow! One for you and one for you. No, you don't. Who says two heads are better than one?
$19.92. Michael, what are you? Who are you? Nicole. Oh, Nicole, who are you? Nicole, turn around. Who are you?
Trick or treat!
Ooh, look at the witch, the ugly witch.
Think these people would rake their leaves?
Gore!
Oh, your pumpkins look good. Did you take their pumpkins?
No.
Tastes like pumpkin.
Turn your pumpkin around, Nicole. Look up, Michael. Nicole, look over here. Come on, let's go to the Easter pack.
Hey, Nikki.
Wait, Michael.
You're a Mickey Mouse girl, huh? Minnie Mouse. Minnie Mouse and Mickey Mouse.
Nicole, what do you say?
Well, I heard you say cheese.
Say thank
I'll
you.
say thank you.
You gotta say cheese.
Put in your pumpkin, Nicole. Where's the witch?
You are.
Where's the witch? The witch. Andrew. Dressed as the witch. Thank you.
Peanut butter cups.
Yeah, all right.
Peanut butter cups, Laura. We got peanut butter cups.
Here, hold it.
Peanut butter cups. We got peanut butter cups.
Great.
We got peanut butter cups.
Want to go to Bob and Arlene's?
Come on.
Huh?
Put a piece of tape over, please knock.
Yeah, go knock. Go ring the doorbell, knock. Are they sleeping?
No, they just woke up about 15
Hi, Bob.
minutes ago. Hi, Marty. How much candy did you get so far? Or how much did you eat on the kids so far?
Nothing. I've been eating ours that were given out.
Oh,
Yeah, there's people at our house.
is she there?
I don't see anyone.
Yeah, she opened the door.
Uh-huh.
Hello.
Hey, Hershey.
Can we get your bag? You gonna come in or you gonna go trick or treat?
We're going trick or treat.
Okay, kids are sleeping.
We'll never.
They're up and
We're
then
waiting
they're...
for Virgo and it's gonna be dark before we get to the sixth house.
You know how long it took us just to go to 4 houses? About half an hour. Anybody home over there?
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, Larry's answering.
Larry's there.
Because we went there and nobody answered.
No.
Move back.
We're back, Nicole.
Right there. That's good.
How
You don't have to leave, Nicole. Oh, gee, look at his bag.
That came out cute. That looks like it. That's good.
Good.
Okay, this is for Michael. This is for Nicole.
What do you say?
Thank you.
So you want to put it this
Nicole, you
big?
say thank you.
It's so big. What you got? Oh, that was nice.
Did you say thank you?
You're
That's
welcome.
Her hat won't stay in her head.
They come in droves. It's like, you get a bunch of them and then you don't
He
get
looks cute.
Yeah, the fun isn't just making it.
All right, line up.
Problem is, the phone only lasts about
This is
Right.
why.
So something's wrong here. So next time.
We don't have any. Good. Yes, Jenny.
What was their,
She had it on.
How was their like goofy outfit?
They didn't have any. They don't have any. Winnie the Pooh was real cute. Peter Pan was cute. Tinkerbell was adorable.
Come on, Vincent, go sit by Nick.
Yeah, good things.
Where's the sit by
All he wants to do is dance.
We had Alice in Wonderland.
Oh, but he's going to be a conductor of an orchestra. The same? It's the
Me
Birdman
and
of
girl at
Alcatraz.
work, I brought this into work, and then lunchtime she went to buy one. So we had these on. It was our boss's birthday. We went over there and we go, we're twin beats.
That's cute.
Oh, sorry.
It's all right.
You could have hit him with that.
No, she gets a piece of cake and tries to eat it.
You'll
Gina. Gina. Gina.
See, now that she's everybody else is all done. Wait, somebody's missing. Go ahead, Nicole.
Get the tranquilizer gun now.
You're not going to get everybody like that.
I am.
Kids have the same guns. You will? I don't think I will.
Look this way.
You should be 8
Hey, Gina, sit down, baby. Go sit down, Gina. Gina, sit down. We're going to take your picture.
You pick
Go
it.
ahead. Go ahead. Sit by Nick.
8 kids.
He doesn't want to hug you. Sit down. Sit down. Goofy.
Sit.
Sit down, Gina. Somebody sit her down.
All right, Jimmy. Sit down.
Sit down, Mom.
Sit down. Go back. 1, 2, 3. Mike, can you get the ball? Silly, get out. Okay. There's Jay. Get out of here.
Come here.
Get out.
Oh, good. Smile.
Smile.
Say hi. Robert, get the cold hat.
taking long, but I mean,
Gotta be quick, isn't it? I know it is. It's so dark.
Want mommy to try
They're all
it?
staying.
Mommy,
I'll get
she
a
wants you to
headache.
put the bird feet on.
what are we waiting for?
Leave them here. Forget it. Don't see them.
Okay, you
See
still
how long
taking
we'll stay.
pictures? Marty's still taking pictures. Thank you, Marty. Take them out for us.
Everybody sing. Teach them that song you learned in school, Steph. The kids. Guys, stand up and teach them.
Here, we start down here. Nick, what are you? Michael? Anthony? David?
Oh,
Vincent? Vincent?
Who
What
are
are you?
you?
Yeah, David. And Vincent's what? Mickey Mouse?
What are you
What's
Stephanie?
Stephanie?
We don't know what's Stephanie.
Cinderella?
And Nicole?
She's gonna say it herself, Nick.
Who are you, Nicole?
Who are you?
Who are you?
And how come the crayons? Those are like a crayon.
And who are you?
Who are you, little girl? A crayon. She went.
And who are you?
Oh, okay.
And what are you?
Joker,
Just
Jester.
somebody who's trying to break
Poor
out of the
Jester.
mental ward.
And that's it.
Dressing like an
And here we have the no
Honey, what are you, hon?
I don't want to curse. What are you? That's the question.
Sing your Halloween song.
Ooh, what an ugly witch.
Thank you.
Everybody sing.
Oh, yes, that's Cinderella. What's that?
Don't get your bag.
And then you will get it.
Bowly bowly.
Are you filming it?
No, I'm just holding the camera.
Don't sit on furniture. Vincent.
I'll let you go first.
Ladies, here, Vincent, here.
Well,
Let's
Robert,
go.
you got the which
Let's go.
room?
Come on.
that's what he said. That's what they were saying.
American.
Well, I don't want to say
Hurry up, hit it.
My
Put
husband.
your bags down.
Vincent.
Put your bags down.
You don't want to.
I'm not going to say. Well, let me get it.
Five, you pull
Hard,
over.
hit hard.
Let him go, Nick. Yeah,
Let him
him
go.
by himself. Watch
Get
out.
on.
Watch out, Nick.
You squeal. You squeal.
Hard.
Hit hard. Alright, that's enough.
They squeal on us, so what the
Next.
heck, I might as well. Next.
Let's go.
Nicole.
Nicole goes first next. Alright, Dad, that's enough.
Put your bag down, Nicole.
It's a big
And I
thing.
realized
Say.
I gotta get- No.
Right out of the way.
Watch out, Nicole got back.
Oh, that's- Two hands, two hands.
Louie,
Nicole.
watch out,
Back up,
Vincent.
Vincent.
She's got a corner.
I don't want you to get.
Oh, one hand.
Both hands.
One more, Nicole. Come here, Janine, grab Vincent so Sandy can take a picture.
Hit it hard.
Let her keep it. Did you get it, Sandy?
He's not in on.
She's got a car.
Just saying, they're not.
Okay. Let's go.
Stephanie.
Great shot, Nicole.
Stephanie.
Alright, kids, back up. Back up.
Stephanie, Anthony, one of them.
Oh, yeah, Stephanie.
Hit
It
it
doesn't
hard.
matter.
Hit
He's
it
got
hard.
it now.
Oh, wait a minute. All right, let Stephanie have a chance.
Okay.
Oh.
3 shots.
Give it to Steph.
Come on.
Very good.
Watch. Nick, back up. Hit it hard.
Harder.
Hit it hard. 4 shots.
Alright.
Yeah.
Come on. Yeah, you.
Then David.
Back up.
Then
Wait.
Then Michael.
Nicole, back up.
You're
Back
right.
up.
Right, come here. Oh, go last.
One more.
One more. 3 each.
Okay.
Alright.
All right, David.
Dave, look out.
Oh, sorry. Get it, Steph. You don't like good stuff.
Andrew. Cute.
Look, Gina's happy she got one piece.
Who are those? Sweetheart?
Here, Jay, here's yours. Hurry up, put them in your bag. Put the candies in, hurry up. Put them in.
Nick, get up so we can see what's left. Wait, the thing is missing from that. Oh. Wait a minute.
Get some candy, Steph. Hurry up.
Steve.
What do you get?
Jay, where is she? We'll tell you this story. Where's Andrea?
Right here.
My 12:30.
Hi, did you bring your broom up?
Here's your witch. Get a witch.
Come, what's your roll, Nick?
Oh, wait a minute.
Who's going for Clinton? Robert.
I don't
Who's
think
going
that
for
will
Clinton?
take. Sandy wants to take Michael and Nicole's
It's
picture.
okay, they could be in there. Hi. Nicole, let me see. And Allison and Catherine.
Is Nicole Cinderella?
Yeah, she's dressed up like Cinderella.
Nicole, you can look at the camera?
Should I tape all this now?
No, let's take a class. Take it doesn't work.
It's working.
She's coming as her teacher right now.
Oh, we noticed. Nicole! Nicole!
He's got it down outside.
Annual Garden State Games. And hi, everybody. I'm Steve Mayer, along with the game's executive director. This is Ray Funkhauser. And Ray, you can feel it in the air. Everybody anticipating another big night of opening ceremonies.
Absolutely. This is what opening ceremonies is all about, getting the athletes all together of the different sports, building up the enthusiasm that's going to carry them through all their competitions this weekend.
What you'll see over the next 2 hours is an Olympic-style opening ceremony. You try to pattern yourself as the crowd gathers here at Rutgers University after the Olympics.
Absolutely. This is to try to give them the flavor of what it's like for multi-sport amateur athletic competition. Of course, you know, the Olympics is the pinnacle. That's what a lot of these athletes are hoping to achieve. And some of our athletes that have gone through the Garden State Games will be in Barcelona.
And throughout the entire evening, we'll tell you about some of those past winners here at the Garden State Games that have gone on to future success, and there have been some major recognizable names that have participated in these Garden State Games. But let's give everybody an idea of what the Garden State Games are all about.
Well, the Garden State Games is what a lot of people refer to New Jersey's Olympics. It's a multi-sport competition for New Jersey residents. We currently have 31 sports that will be contested throughout this weekend of all levels, all abilities, and just for New Jersey's residents.
Talk about how many athletes are involved and where that participation ranges from. There are athletes all the way from High Point, New Jersey to Cape May, New Jersey.
Absolutely. Every community is represented here this weekend. And actually, many of these athletes started planning and competing to be here this weekend back in March, when many of our regional trials and qualifying competitions started.
And it all comes down to this weekend. It is a special weekend. We're here at Rutgers University, and many of the competitions will be held right here on this campus.
Absolutely. We use all of the Rutgers facilities, many of them in the surrounding Middlesex County area, and because of some of these specialties that, you know, the certain venues that are needed for some of our sports, we even spread even further than Middlesex County.
10 years, we've seen it grow each and every year.
Absolutely. It's grown not only with the participation from the athletes, I think the quality of the competition, the type of athlete that gets involved with the Garden State Games, but also the public awareness of the Garden State Games and what it means to New Jersey's residents.
You've been involved. What does it mean to you?
Well, I guess my involvement started back as an athlete back in that very first year in 1983, and it was a very special occasion. I knew this was going to be a special event, something that I as an athlete wanted to participate in, and have been fortunate enough to participate in all of them.
This weekend, so many competitions. Do you get the sense, the feeling from the athletes about what it means to each and every athlete involved?
Well, it means different things to different athletes. For some of them, this is a highlight of their career. For other athletes, it's just a stepping stone onto higher levels, higher heights in their particular sport.
As you can see, the athletes begin to file in here at Rutgers University. What a beautiful facility. If you haven't been down to Rutgers recently, they've really improved their facilities, and over the last couple of years have really become one of the better facilities for sports, all sports, not only in New Jersey, but in the entire country. And there are many of the athletes that will take part in the games, the 10th annual Garden State Games.
This is always a very exciting time for the athletes. Being an athlete, to be part of something like this with athletes of different sports is a very, very special memory, particularly if it's your first one.
And as you can see, the athletes from all the different regions, the regions that compete in each competition, come in, file in their uniform colors. Athletes from all the different regions, all the different counties, every county represented here at the Garden State Games.
Absolutely. We divide the state into 4 regions. In our team competition, athletes are here representing their particular region of the state. Even the individual athletes and the individual sports are also here representing their region of the state.
Talk to us more about those regions.
Well, we divide the state into those 4 regions, and you can identify by the color of their uniform, know what part of the region of the state they're from. Leading in, I think we have a special group of athletes that are leading in the athletes this year. In the purple jackets leading them in, we have last year's Governor's Cup winners. Now, all the athletes in the Garden State Games are competing for medals, as they do in the Olympics. But at the end of the Garden State Games, an outstanding male and female athlete is selected in each of the sports and awarded a Governor's Cup award. And what we have here are some of last year's winners.
And among those athletes that you see filing in, some of this year's future Governor's Cup award winners. There's the group from the Southwest heading in, a group of numerous athletes. How many athletes in all?
We will have over 5,100 athletes competing in the 31 sports this weekend.
5,100 athletes.
And you see the green represents the Southwest region, and they come from Atlantic, Burlington, Camden County, Cape May, Cumberland, Salem, and Gloucester County.
So as you can see, the athletes continue to file in. Now, throughout the entire evening, Laura Zidroit will be standing by on the sidelines, help us out with interviews and the flavor of the Garden State Games. Let's go to Laura right now.
Hi, I'm Laura Zidroit, and I'm here with Rob Muzio, Olympic hopeful for the Olympic decathlon this year. Actually, he's on his way to Barcelona. Hi, Rob. How you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Good. Can you tell me a little bit about the decathlon?
Well, the decathlon is an event that takes place over 2 days, and it's a long, grueling event with running and jumping and throwing and just a little bit of everything.
You had said earlier there were 10 sports. What do you think is your best sport in the decathlon?
My best event has to be the shot put, definitely. It's one that my high school coach was very good at in teaching me, and my college coach was very good at also, and so it's kind of been my bread and butter throughout the year.
Next we have our
Can you tell me how you got into the decathlon to begin with?
Yes, my high school coach, I wasn't really good enough at any one event, so he just started putting me in more events, and the next thing you know, he said, hey, you want to do a decathlon? I said, sure, and that's how we got started 11 years ago.
So how long have you been training for the Olympics?
I consider myself to be training for the Olympics for 11 years.
11 years, that's a long time.
Yeah. Well, I had some shots at previous ones, but they just didn't seem to go all that well.
So this is actually your first Olympics?
Yes, this will be my first Olympics.
Excited about going to Spain? Have you ever been overseas before?
I've been to Rome, and last year I competed in Tokyo, but never been to Spain.
Do you have any messages for the athletes here at the Garden State Games?
Yeah, my message to you is just keep on trying. No matter what it is, set your goal, make a plan to achieve that goal, and then work that plan, because you can do it. I'm living proof.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Laura. Thank you, Rob. And I guess now that Dan is out of it, perhaps it's Rob or Dave to be settled in Barcelona?
That's what it looks like.
And, of course, Rob Muzio coming in third in the decathlon, edged out Dan O'Brien and Dan O'Brien's chance to head to Barcelona. And Rob, of course, a keynote speaker, so you'll hear from Rob a little later on.
Yes.
Right now you're watching the athletes dressed in blue from the southeast, and they're the athletes in yellow from the northeast. As we pan over, the athletes in the green from the southwest, and as we move a little further over to our left, you'll see the athletes in red from the northwest from the counties of Bergen, Morris, Passaic, Sussex, and Warren counties. So the parade of athletes, 5,100 in all, filing in at Rutgers University for the 10th annual Garden State Games opening ceremonies. And tonight you'll see the athletes, you'll see some of the finer keynote speakers, some people who are very, very influential in these Garden State Games. And you'll also get to see some of the great sports figures from around New Jersey, and that's always fun.
Yes, but the real stars tonight are the athletes that we just saw come in. I think you saw lots of different ages, sizes, and again, all different ability levels. And that's something that we think is very important, that the Garden State Games is for everyone, all New Jersey's amateur athletes.
And we have seen over the course of the years some tremendous athletes and some record performances, and we're expecting the same today and tomorrow and Sunday. And right now, this is our chance. Let's get the people out of here. Let's tell them where they can go to see certain events.
Absolutely. This is just the beginning. All weekend long, Saturday, all day Saturday and Sunday, from early in the morning to late at night, there will be athletic competition going on. Really, at all of the Rutgers athletic facilities, many of these venues have 3 or 4 sports going on at the same time. so you can come to one facility and actually see many sports.
You know, we've got our opening ceremonies tonight, but let us tell you that the events actually got underway today, on Friday, with events like basketball and diving and tennis and field hockey.
That's right. Some of our sports, we just have, the tournaments are so large, and we want to give all the kids an opportunity to perform as much as possible. And again, yes, some of the events have been started, and some of medals have already been awarded.
Sports from archery to weightlifting, but this year you also added 3 additional sports.
That's correct. We've been very happy that we've been able to expand and add additional sports. And this year we added racquetball, we added a road race, and we also added summer biathlon. Now, the summer biathlon may be a little different than most people are thinking. It's the summer version of the Olympic sport of winter biathlon. In the summer, it's running and shooting.
We're looking forward to it, as are many of those flag wavers, those particular flag wavers, as we told you before, in the red uniforms from the Northwest. And they come from all over the state, and we've seen it build. Do you remember the feeble start and how it's grown? I mean, actually, it wasn't a feeble start. That might not be fair, but it started
I would call
slow.
it a humble start.
A humble start. Well, right now, what we're going to do is humbly listen to the Star Spangled Banner, played here at Rutgers University.
I pledge allegiance to the flag
Order, pull! Parade, drill!
Ladies and gentlemen, it is a pleasure to introduce to you our Master of Ceremonies for this evening. Returning to the Garden State Games for the second time, television news personality Kelly Wright.
Good evening. Good evening. We can remain standing for our national anthem.
Color guard, catch, hut! Freeze in, pull!
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous night o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the
We'll be back with more of the 10th Annual Garden State Games opening ceremonies right after this.
You know, you get into fitness, you're likely to get an athlete's foot. And it could get pretty tough. The irritating itch, the painful cracking, the burning. That's when you want a medicine that acts tough. Tough Actin Tenactin. Tenactin cures even the tough cases of athlete's foot fungus. And Tenactin's clinically proven. No wonder it's the antifungal most recommended by pharmacists.
Got a tough case of athlete's foot? Get the medicine that acts tough. Tough Actin Tenactin.
With Store Cable, kids do more than just watch television.
I said this was going to be a substitute for flour. So if I stand back, I'll give you a really good one.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
We make you feel at home.
Adelphia Cable of Toms River, serving the Ocean County area, is proud to be a sponsor of the 1992 Garden State Games. Their support of the Garden State Games is one of the many community-minded endeavors in which they participate in. They serve New Jersey by airing community interest programming to keep their subscribers informed and entertained. Adelphia Cable Communications is proud to give recognition to the New Jersey athletes of the Garden State Games.
Welcome back to the 10th Annual Garden State Games opening ceremony. Steve Mayer along with the Executive Director of the Games, Ray Funkhauser. In the background, you may hear the tones of Bill Nunnally. He's the president of the Garden State Games. Let's head over to the podium.
Ball, lifeguard tournaments. Well, that was 10 years ago. Today, we have our own office complex in the Holiday Inn at Raritan Center. We have a paid staff. Sports are primarily Olympic-style sports. Funding comes in the form of a state grant and some major corporate sponsorship, in particular the Bob Casuli Auto Group and Shearing Laboratories. We have a central location, Rutgers University. We're members of the National Congress of State Games, and we're recognized by the United States Olympic Committee. So, as the expression goes, we've come a long way, baby. We've accomplished a lot, but I think the primary thing that we've accomplished is that we've survived. Recent cutbacks in state spending and corporate sponsorships have hurt all state games, particularly in the Northeast. Some of them have not survived. So I guess my message to you this evening is that we need your continued support, whether that come in the form of volunteering or contributions or whatever. I'd like to think that perhaps 10 years from now, somebody will standing up here in my place and again be saying to you that we've survived. So enjoy the games and good luck to you all.
All right, we'll send it over.
Ladies
right
and
now.
gentlemen,
Laura
Mr. Bill
is
Nunnally.
standing by
Thanks
with another
again, Bill.
interview from the Garden State Games.
Okay.
Hi, I'm with Wilfredo Tello from Jersey City, who's a Taekwondo champion. Wilfredo, how did you get involved with Taekwondo?
Well, I started with, I entered my school once, and I saw my master, Jiho Choi. He was very impressive, and he impressed me very much, and I figured I should join that kind of a sport.
The next person we'll hear from is
time.
District Assemblyman
How long have you been
Richard
involved
Patrick.
with the sport?
Well, I've been involved for like 3 years so far. I'm going to 4 soon, but it's very interesting to me. I like the sport very much.
Is this your first Garden State Games?
Yes, I never really competed in Garden
Thank you
State.
and good
Usually
evening.
I was involved in a different kind of competition, which is our Junior Olympics for Taekwondo competitors.
Can you explain the sport a little bit to me?
Well, Taekwondo is basically a Korean martial art which involves kicking and punching and also a way of thinking and living. It's very important to one's place in society.
How would you say it differs from karate?
Well, karate usually involves 50-50 in techniques, with 50% punches and 50% kicks. Taekwondo is more like 70% kicks and 30% punches. It's really interesting. I like it a lot.
Thank you very much for joining us, Wilfredo. Thank you.
I came here
Laura, the Taekwondo competition gets underway on Sunday. It'll take place at the Livingston Gym on the Kilmer campus here at Rutgers University. Let's go back up to the podium. In the background, it's the Assemblyman from the 22nd District. This is Richard Bagger.
To compete and to triumph. In this era of multi-million-dollar salaries, multi-billion-dollar TV contracts, celebrity endorsements, and sports star controversies, it's great to see the spirit of the Olympics burning so brightly here in New Jersey. It's great to see these true amateur athletes in action. That's because the only gold they're going after in these Garden State Games is the medal to wear around their neck. In the legislature, all too often we kick around political footballs. And this year, I'm afraid to say, we've kicked around quite a few. But tonight, I'll leave the games to the true competitors and say just one thing. The state's small appropriation to support these games pays dividends to New Jersey and our young people many times over for far in excess of what it costs our state, and should be, and if I have anything to say about it, can and will be continued. This year represents the 10th anniversary of the Garden State Games, New Jersey's Olympic-style amateur sports festival. Thousands of athletes have competed in over 100 regional competitions at 64 sites to get to this point, the finals weekend. The athletes who've competed and who will be competing this weekend have demonstrated some very important lessons for us all. They've shown us the importance of regular physical activity. They've promoted physical fitness as a means of improving health, and they've shown our young people the excitement of athletic competition. I commend you and congratulate you for your efforts. Also, on behalf of the legislature, I'd like to thank Shearing Laboratories for hosting these opening ceremonies and the board of the Garden State Games for their enormous efforts in putting this program together. Leo DeRocher once said, "Nice guys finish last." Well, the beauty of these Garden State Games is that while someone may finish first, no one loses. And whether you're a field hockey player from Phillipsburg or a basketball player from Belmar, or a participant in any one of the 30 sports from any of our 21 counties, I wish you well. Good luck, and let the best men and women win the gold. But with participants like these gathered here today, all of New Jersey is a winner. Thank you and enjoy the game.
Some encouraging words from the assemblyman from the 22nd District, Richard Bagger. Well, Laura Zidroid has been busy gathering up some interviews here at the Garden State Games opening ceremonies. Let's send it to Laura right now.
Thanks, Steve. I'm with Laura Vindick, lacrosse player for the South team in this weekend's Garden State Games Championship Finals. Laura, when did you get involved with lacrosse?
A year ago. This is my first year playing for Pennsauken High School.
Oh, so you live in Pennsauken?
Yes.
So New Jersey native.
Yes.
Can you tell me how you feel about playing in the games this year?
It's great. I'm really excited. Our first game's tomorrow. I'm excited.
Do you have future plans? You're a senior in high school, right?
I will hopefully play in college, and hopefully, I want to play college.
Any Olympics dreams? I know lacrosse isn't an Olympic sport yet, but
if they had it, I would play in the, hopefully I would play in the Olympics. I would try out.
Can you explain to me how lacrosse differs from, let's say, soccer?
The idea is the same, but the positions are a lot different, and like there's no boundaries, and you can go behind the goal cage. Like in soccer, you know, there's boundaries and everything like that, but lacrosse is more exciting.
It's exciting?
Yes.
How did you get into it at first?
Well, I played softball, and my field hockey coach told me that I liked field hockey, and it was kind of, you know, the same thing, and he told me I should go out for lacrosse. And I did, and I liked it a lot.
Why did lacrosse win out over field hockey for you? I know they have field hockey.
Well, I play field hockey in the fall, and I don't know why. I guess I just thought lacrosse was more exciting.
Well, thanks a lot for being with us, Laura, and good luck this weekend in the games.
Thank you.
Lacrosse, of course, a real popular sport, the competition at the Bush campus, and Mark Helenak is the chairperson for lacrosse.
That's right. Lacrosse is one of the sports that's, as you heard, is not currently an Olympic sport, but it's one that has a great deal of popularity in New Jersey, and that's one of the reasons why it's included in the Garden State Games.
And when we talk about popularity of lacrosse, some of the finest athletes in the state, some of the great players have gone on the boys' side to play at some of the big-time colleges like Syracuse and Johns Hopkins in North Carolina, and many of those players, some of the top players in the nation, played right here in the Garden State Games.
Yes, and I think if you go out and look at watch some of the lacrosse competition this weekend, you will see a number of colleges represented looking at some of that up-and-coming talent in New Jersey.
And if people are interested in coming out to check out lacrosse, you can come out on Saturday, and as we mentioned, competition begins at 10 a.m. at the Bush campus, and the fields will be frolicking with lacrosse players, and it's a great competition, always is.
Absolutely, and I think it's important to let everyone know again that there is no charge to come out and enjoy this competition.
Taekwondo, we talked about that earlier, and we talked about that competition taking place on Sunday at the Livingston Gym, and there is a competition over the last few years that has really picked up in popularity.
Yes, it has, and with Taekwondo, I think with the Seoul Olympics, it got a lot of play over there.
And talking about the Olympics, somebody who will be very influential in the upcoming Olympics is standing by at the podium right now. It's Teresa Grenz. She's the head coach of basketball at Rutgers University, but she's also the head coach of the United States women's basketball team that's heading to Barcelona. Let's go to the podium.
It's very emotional to see that, and I hope that that means a great deal to you, because in a very few short weeks we will be doing the same thing. In fact, this afternoon they handed me my parade uniform. It is the ugliest thing you ever want to see. I like your T-shirts and your shorts a lot better. I'm wearing a magenta jacket with some kind of star buttons. The skirt has 5,000 different colors of red in it, and a straw hat. I'm going to look good in this. But it's great to be home here this evening, to be with you. I'll tell you a little bit about our team. Right now, our team is composed of 12 women. 11 of them are professional athletes. The average age of our team is 26 years old. They have graduated and gone on to play professionally in either Italy or Japan. They make anywhere six-figure range. There is the 12th player, who is a housewife and mother and a high school coach in Pennsylvania, and she's 5'4". So you gentlemen and ladies in the legislature and different things, don't cut the budget. You got to dream. These women have been overseas. They leave usually the end of August. They return to our country somewhere. If it's in Japan, they'll return somewhere in the end of January. If they play in Italy, they will return in April. So that's where they spend most of their time. They have bought homes for their families, have done great many things with what they've done playing basketball, and they're a very generous and a humble group. To be able to coach them is tremendous. Without a doubt, one question that I'm asked by the media all the time is, how do I feel about the men's team and all the publicity that they get? Well, I'm delighted that they get that much press. I had the chance to watch them play in Portland, and they are fabulous. In fact, probably my team is the only team that could give them a good run for their money. We're training right now at Stockton State and staying down in the Seaview Marriott. We scrimmaged the golf staff at the Seaview Marriott today, and now they're giving golf lessons to my players. We will return to Rutgers on Monday afternoon, and we will spend some time here. We will have several scrimmages. All our practices are open. So if you'd like to come to practice and watch these people practice and play, and they're competitive and just how they do things, you're more than welcome. The only thing I ask is that you just be a little quiet. We will play several scrimmages while we're here, and we have an exhibition game next Wednesday night, 7:30 here over in the Athletic Center. We're going to play a men's team. We do a great deal of practicing against men. It's not that we can't beat them, we just If we're the best women's team, who else are we going to play? We have scrimmaged several players for several teams. We were in Spokane about 2 weeks ago, and John Stockton, he's from Spokane, so we played his brother's team, Steve Stockton. And we lost by 5 points. It was 97 something else. But it took everything those guys had to pull that thing off. In fact, one guy, we had him fouled out. He was playing a little dirty. We then went on to Tennessee, and we had to play a co-ed team in Tennessee. So we played some women and some men. The women scored 18 points against us. And Pat Summitt finally, when there were 2 men in the game, we were up 30. When she put 3 men in the game, we were up 18. She finally got a little worried, and she put 4 men in the game, and 3 of them were All-Americans, and 2 of them were over 6'11". We lost by 4. I think the officials were worse than anything else, though, to be honest with you. So we've returned now to this great state, and I'll be honest with you, my players are basically from the South and all over, and they have loved it. The greeting that they have received by New Jerseyans has been tremendous. In fact, they're in the best spirit they've ever been, and they're looking forward to coming here next week to Rutgers. And I know how gracious and how wonderful you will be, and it's really been my pleasure and my hope that bringing them here, we could all share a little bit of this Olympic experience. I will say this to the participants on this side and to the families and friends on this side. In order to get to this level, and this level as well, there are many sacrifices that have to be made on your part as far as practicing and time you have to spend, and on your part as far as driving them to the events that they have to and supporting them. Yeah, you understand that, right? It's a whole team network, an awful lot. Next month in Barcelona, my entire family will be there. My sons, who have only seen me 4 days since May 28th. But the little one was 6 yesterday, and he had a chance to celebrate his 6th birthday with the 1992 Olympic team, and he cried. So there's a lot of sacrifices that are made on your part and on the players' parts, but it's all worth it. And I will say this to the participants: dare to dream. I was no different growing up than you are right now. I grew up in a row home in Philadelphia. There were 5 kids in the family. My father worked 3 jobs, I had 1 pair of shoes, and my husband was the best date I had because he always took me out to eat. So I will say dare to dream. I always loved playing. I love the competition. I love to win. And I feel very fortunate, very humble now to be in this situation. So I say to you, dare to be the best you can be. Dare to be great. Go for it. And when someone tells you that you can't do it, say thank you very much and keep right on going, because you never know just how far you can get. Thank you. God bless you. And I hope to hear the national anthem on August the 7th. Thank you.
And there's no question that Teresa has a tremendous chance to bring home the gold for the United States in women's basketball.
Absolutely, and I think she's a tremendous ambassador for New Jersey sports.
We have talked about the women's basketball competition here at the Garden State Games, and it gets underway tomorrow on Saturday, and we have seen over the years some of the top players. A lot of those players, I know Cheryl Kopp, a starting guard for Teresa for 4 seasons with Rutgers. She played at the Garden State Games. Many of the players that have gone from the Garden State Games to Rutgers University have met with success.
Absolutely, and many of the competitors, most of the ones in the Garden State Games have gone on to collegiate ball, and some continue to play even beyond college.
And she had a great message for all the athletes, dare to dream, and that's really what it's all about.
It really is. I think for all these athletes, all of them out there have their own goals, their own dreams, and they may be very, very different. But we hope that the Garden State Games helps them along that way to achieve those goals.
Well, there's no question that Teresa Grentz gave a very powerful message for the 5,100 athletes gathered here at Rutgers. Now we'll listen to someone who was also heading to Barcelona in the decathlon. In fact, he came in 3rd at the U.S. Olympic trials, and he edged out Dan O'Brien, perhaps what he will be most famous for, but what an athlete.
That's right.
Now let's listen to Rob Musio, who right now is standing by at the podium.
Parade uniform, believe me. First, I want to tell you a little bit about the decathlon. It's 10 events, and it takes place over 2 days. The first event, I'll go over the events real quick. I don't want to bore you with the details. Hopefully, you'll get to watch it on August 5th and 6th and see an exciting competition. It's the 100-meter dash, the long jump, the shot put, the high jump, the 400 meters. That's the first day. The second day is the 110-meter high hurdles, the discus, the pole vault, the javelin, and the 1,500 meters. So tune in on August 5th and 6th and cheer us on. Thanks. I've come here to address, I want to talk mainly to the athletes, but they're behind me, so excuse me if I turn my back to you. Coach Gress was talking about dreaming. One of the most important things I think that's kept me in the sport so long is dreaming and thinking about what it is I want to do. And by dreams, you can make goals. And I hope that all of the athletes here have some goals. You need short-term goals and you need long-term goals. My short-term goals, I've had many through my career since I've been doing this for 11 years, they vary depending on the year. But my long-term goal was to make an Olympic team. And I want everybody here to know that goals are very, very important, and they're what's going to keep you going when the times are tough. And throughout my career, I've had a lot of successes and a lot of failures. And I want you all to know that not doing so well in a competition isn't all that bad. People call them failures. I don't consider them failures. I look at them as learning experiences. If you come away from a competition and you haven't done as well as you would have liked, hopefully you're going to learn something. So each of you, please remember that. Try to learn something from every competition you've been in. If you have a success, remember what made you succeed. If you have a failure, make it a learning experience so it doesn't happen again. I'd like to commend the athletes here for the dedication and the sacrifices that they've made to come here. I believe this is their summer vacation. They could be at the beach or the pool or a lot of other different places. But I'd like you all to give the athletes a hand right now because it takes a lot to come out here and do this. Good job. All right, good job. And I'd like to thank the families for all your involvement. It's great to see you turn out like this. One of the biggest things in my career has been my family. My wife is here with me today, Natalie. Wave to everybody. And my parents have been behind me 100% the whole time. And my friends and everything. And without the family unit, and without the friends, it wouldn't be possible. What I'd like to say is, as you all get older, friends are going to change, but your family's going to remain the same. And they're always going to be the ones that you can turn to when you're in times of need. And hopefully they can turn to you too. So take part in your family and ask them to take part with you. One of the things that I pride myself on is education. And education is a very important thing with me, and I think that athletes really need to pay a lot of attention to education. I got my degree from George Mason University's Business Administration in Decision Science with a concentration in Information Systems because I knew that my body wasn't going to be able to compete for the rest of my life. I had to have something to fall back on, and you all are going to need that too. So school is cool, okay? Do the best you can, but try to take education as far as you can because it's very important. Another thing I like to pride myself on is being drug-free. I like to tell a little story about what happened in the 1980s. There's a little story about the 1988 Olympics. I'm sure a lot of you have heard about it. And it was on a competition, the 100-meter dash between Ben Johnson and Carl Lewis. Ben Johnson won the 100-meter dash, set a world record. He got the gold medal, went to this little procedure they call a drug test. Through the drug test, they found he was using a banned substance called an anabolic steroid. They immediately took his medal from him and gave it to the man who took first drug-free, which is Carl Lewis. And the message here is don't mess with drugs, banned substances, any of that stuff, because it's going to give you a false sense of reality. It wasn't Ben Johnson running. It was his steroids. So don't get involved. It's not worth it. You're going to think you're getting all this stuff, and they're going to take it away from you. Thank you. Now, there's a difference between bad drugs and good drugs. Your doctor can put you on medications, and that's different. And that's another point I like to bring up. I have asthma, and I like to bring that up because if anybody out there has asthma also, don't let that hold you back. If anybody has any medical problems, don't let that hold you back. People told me that, oh, you have asthma, you'll never be able to run, you can't breathe. Well, that's not true. I went to a good asthma specialist. They cleared out my lungs. I'm on the proper medications, and I don't consider asthma any setback at all. So you keep trying, and don't let anybody tell you you can't do what you want to do. Biggest thing, another point I want to say is do your best. When you're out here, you compete to your best ability. You can't look over at the person next to you and expect to perform to their best. You can only do your best, and in time, you're gonna reach higher and higher levels, and that's all you can ask for. So just do your best. And last thing I'd like to say is you've paid your dues, you've trained real hard, and now it's time to do what you've been training for. So good luck, everybody. I commend you. Thank you.
Rob Muzio. Rob, come on over. Take another bow. Come on, let's hear from him. Let's give him some love. Come on now. All right, give it to him.
Rob Muzio. Fine speech here at Rutgers University, and we'll be back with more of the 10th Annual Garden State Games opening ceremonies right after this.
Salmons Communications of New Jersey, representing Salmons of Dover, Salmons of Atlantic City, and Salmons of Bridgeton Vineland, are proud to be a sponsor for the 1992 Garden State Games. Salmons Cable System serves New Jersey by airing community service programming, keep their subscribers informed of events in their local areas as well as on a state level. Salmons Communications believes that by supporting the Garden State Games and giving recognition to the state's athletes, we're promoting a healthy lifestyle for our subscribers and all of New Jersey.
New Jersey, you should see us now. Call 1-800-JERSEY-7 for your free New Jersey travel guide.
Adelphia Cable of Toms River, serving the Ocean County area, is proud to be a sponsor of the 1992 Garden State Games. Their support of the Garden State Games is one of the many community-minded endeavors in which they participate in. They serve New Jersey by airing community interest programming to keep their subscribers informed and entertained. Adelphia Cable Communications is proud to give recognition to the New Jersey athletes of the Garden State Games.
You know, you get into fitness, you're likely to get an athlete's foot, and it could get pretty tough. The irritating itch, the painful cracking, the burning. That's when you want a medicine that acts tough. Tough-Actin Tenactin. Tenactin cures even the tough cases of athlete's foot fungus. And Tenactin's clinically proven. No wonder it's the antifungal most recommended by pharmacists.
Got a tough case of athlete's foot? Get the medicine that acts tough. Tough-Actin Tenactin.
A pass ball! We want a ball! A pass ball! Oh, don't worry about it. 2 more strikes to go. 2 more strikes to go.
Fans certainly love their baseball.
Where's that fastball? Where's that fastball? Come on.
1-1 delivery.
It's out here.
Deep to right. They're looking up. You can get this thing in goodbye.
The national pastime is on Storer Cable all the time. We're talking baseball.
And welcome back to Rutgers University. Steve Mayer along with Ray Funkhauser. We hope you're enjoying the 10th Annual Garden State Games opening ceremonies at home. We've heard from some powerful speakers who are influential not only in New Jersey but all over the country.
And I think people that all these athletes can relate to, because they all have that common bond.
We've been talking throughout with some of the personalities here at the Garden State Games opening ceremonies. Laura Zidroik is standing by right now with Teresa Grentz, the head coach of the United States women's basketball team for the Olympics.
I promise that we shall officiate these Garden State Games.
Thanks, Steve. I'm here with Teresa Grentz, the U.S. Olympic women's basketball coach. Teresa, can you tell me why you're here at the Garden State Games tonight?
Well, I think it's really important that, you know, I'm in the state training right now with the United States team here down at Stockton State. And I know that these games, these opening ceremonies are coming on tonight, and I just think it's important that being in the international circle to show your support, and of course being at the State University, at Rutgers University, I feel very proud about that, and these are our games, and I feel that I need to be here.
How do you think your participation, and you're a coach at Rutgers, in addition to being an Olympic basketball coach, promotes the sport in New Jersey?
Well, I think that it says an awful lot for New Jersey. In general, I think it says a great deal for Rutgers University and what we've done with our program, that the rest of the country feels comfortable enough to say, I think that the Rutgers coach can handle our team.
What did the Garden State Games girls look like to you?
Well, I think that that's a great growing base. It gives them a chance to compete. And we have the 4 regions in the state. They go against each other. They get familiar with the idea of a format of a challenge, of a pool play. And the more competition, the better. And I think where it really helps us is that the average age of my team right now is 26 years old. And why is that? And I really do believe that the opportunities for girls and women in general to play has increased. There's a long way to go, don't get me wrong. But the opportunities that they've been afforded in the last 10, 15 years has allowed my Olympic team at this point to be the average age is 26 years old. It gives them something to, to shoot for. And they're not just say, well, we'll just compete and just have a good time and then we'll quit and go do something else. They really do want to compete. They love to compete, and the opportunity is there, and the Garden State Games provide that.
Thank you very much for being with us. Good luck in Barcelona.
Thank you.
Zoe.
Sorry to cut you off. They did the torch play.
And we thank both Laura and Teresa Grentz for stopping by. And, of course, as you hear the music fanfare in the background, we're about ready for what these ceremonies are all about, the torch ceremony.
That's right. The games will be declared open, and then it's time for some fun and entertainment for the athletes. It's always a special thrill to be selected to bring in the torch and be involved in that torch ceremony. And bringing in the torch was an athlete who has been in the games a number of years, was in the Winter Olympics, and who also gave the athletes